Challenge. Asking the questions, Siddhartha Basu.
Hello and welcome to University Challenge on BBC World. We have another second round match lined up for you right now, and battling it out for a place in the quarterfinals are a team from the west and one from the south. From Pilani, we have the Birla Institute of Technology and Science, who had an easy win over the Xavier Institute of Management, Bhubaneswar, in the first round, making the most of their opponents' mistakes and winning 145 to 80. One of them professes a knack for learning languages, another to watching television 24 hours a day. They're one of the two teams on the contest this year with a lady on board. She's the skipper, and they'll be hoping she steers them on ahead. Let's meet the team from Wits, Pilani.
Hi, I'm Siddhartha Basu from Calcutta. I'm the most confused living form in this universe, and that is why I found University Challenge till now mostly harmless.
Hi, I am Aparajit Ramnath. I hail from Chennai but live in Mumbai. I'm mostly a reserved sort of person, but the wildest thing I've done is 5 minutes of parasailing over the Arabian Sea.
And their captain.
Hello, I'm Chitra. I'm from Calcutta but live in Chennai now. The best part about University Challenge has been that I've got to meet a lot of old friends from the quizzing circuit.
Hello, I'm Ganesh Ramachandran from Chennai. I love Indian philosophy, and I found university a big challenge.
And that's a team from Wits, Pilani. Paired up against the Wits team in this pre-quarter final match are a team of aspirant managers from the Indian Institute of Management, Kozhikode. After a few initial hiccups on their starters, they made up lost ground in the preliminary round against the Delhi College of Engineering, beating them 135 to 80. One of them was sharp on the starters last time round. Will the risks be more evenly shared this time? We'll have to wait and see. Let's meet the team from IIM, Kozhikode.
Hi, I'm Sanjeev Jayakumar from Chennai, doing an MBA in marketing. I don't believe in God, spirits or extraterrestrials, but I do believe that Lee Harvey Oswald was innocent.
Hello, I am Abhishek Sinha from Patna. I enjoy solving lateral thinking puzzles, and my newest hobby is analyzing stories from the Mahabharata.
And their captain.
Hi, my name is Gaurav Galarkeri and I'm from Bangalore. I enjoy writing and I'm a big fan of John Updike's Rabbit series. I hope to write a best-selling coming-of-age novel someday.
Hi, my name is Suresh Vikumar from Trichur, Kerala. My interest in Nazi history and psychology have led me to the belief that humans as a race are easily brainwashed.
And that's a team from IIM, Kozhikode. The rules of the game are simple, and as always, starter questions are worth 10 points to be answered without concentration on the buzzer. A correct answer on a starter fetches a team 3 bonus questions, each worth 5 points. That's all there is to it. Let's begin with the first starter for both teams. Which classic thriller was Janet Leigh, who played Marion Crane in the film Yes, Suraj from IIM Kozhikode?
Psycho.
That is correct. 10 points to you. She later wrote that she couldn't take a shower since the making of the film, and of course she died in the middle of 2004. Suraj, you get 3 bonus questions for your team on tigers. Before 1937, when it was hunted to extinction, where would one have found the smallest subspecies of tiger having the scientific name Panthera tigris pallica?
Bali?
Correct, that's the right answer, 5 points. After watching the disastrous United Pictures version of Man-Eater of Kumail in 1946, which author said that the tiger was the best actor in the movie?
Jim Corbett?
That is correct. Next, what is the traditional name of the subspecies that is now called the Amur tiger, having the scientific name of Panthera tigris altaica?
Is it the leopard?
No, it's a Siberian tiger. Let's move on to the next starter, open to both teams on the buzzer. What name did the son of Ravan acquire after he rescued, yes, Suraj?
Indrajit.
Indrajit is the correct answer. His father had been imprisoned in Devalok, and Indrajit captured Indra, which is why he was named Indrajit at that point. Right, so you get 10 points for that, and you get a set of bonus questions for your team, Suraj, on currency notes. Whose signature was depicted on all currency notes issued by the Reserve Bank of India from September 16, 1982 to January 14, 1985?
Manmohan Singh?
That is correct. Next, which language would you find at the bottom of the panel announcing the value of the currency note in 15 Indian languages?
Sanskrit?
No, it's not. It's Urdu. It's according to the English alphabet, and U is the last name of the Indian language over there. Right. Next, which foreign language that figured on currency notes till independence was replaced by Odia on all notes issued by the Reserve Bank of India after 1948?
French? France?
No, it's not. It's Burmese, which is the correct answer. Picked up just 5 points on your bonuses there. Next starter, open to both teams on the buzzer. Which German physicist stated in 1927 that the position and the velocity of an object is Chitra from Wits, Pilani?
Heisenberg.
That is correct. You double guessed correct. That was the uncertainty principle. He said that the position and velocity of an object cannot both be measured exactly at the same time, even in theory. And that fetches your team a sort of bonus questions on candies and confectionaries. What is the generic name for the traditional French pastry with a creamy paste within a cake that was described by the 1988 Chambers Dictionary as a cake long in shape but short in duration?
A truffle?
No, it's an eclair, which is the correct answer. Next, how do we know a sweet tablet, first called by that name in circa 1530, that is traditionally a representation of a parallelogram-shaped stone laid on a grave?
A candy?
No, it's a lozenge, which is the correct answer. Next, what did the bone sucker machines invented by Samuel Bone manufacture, for which he was honored and awarded the Keys of San Francisco in 1916?
Candies and confectionery. Were they ice cream cones?
No, you could have tried and figured that out. It's a lollipop. So, 3 rounds up, rather 3 cycles of questions up. Let's take a look at the relative positions. Bits Pilani are at 10, but in the lead with 35, it's IIM Kozhikode. That's the visual round. Next, clues coming up on the screens before you. This first one is a starter. To mark the centenary of which organization was this stamp issued in 1985? It's Aparajit from Bits Pilani.
Indian National Congress.
That is correct. 10 points to you. You got a set of bonus for your team, Aparajit, on scientists. Who is this space scientist?
Vikram Sarabhai.
That is correct. 5 points to you. Next. Who is this distinguished professor of paleobotany, the first Indian botanist to become a fellow of the Royal Society of London?
I.G. Khurana.
No, it's Birbal Sahani. Next. Who is this Indian-American scientist?
Okay. It's Subramaniam Chandrasekhar.
That is the correct answer, and so another 5 points to you. So you've got 30 on the board now. IIM Kozhikode have 35. Here's the next starter for both teams. Who became the first man since Pavo Nurmi in 1924 to win the 1500 meters, 5000 meters goals? Suraj from IIM Kozhikode.
Hisham Al Garouche.
Hicham Al Guerouj is the correct answer. 10 points to you, IIM Kozhikode. Bonus questions to you, IIM Kozhikode, on Olympic venues. Which city hosted the first Olympics to be held in the southern hemisphere?
Melbourne.
Correct. Which city located on the banks of the Mississippi hosted the first Olympics to be held outside Europe in 1904?
St. Louis.
Correct. You get another 5 points. Next. In 1924, which city became the first venue to have hosted the Games twice?
London.
That is incorrect. It's Paris. So, you got 55 on the board now. Here's the next starter for both teams. Who holds the record for the most patents held by a single person with 1,093? It's Sanjeev from IIM Kozhikode.
Thomas Edison.
Thomas Edison is the right answer. 10 points. Bonus questions for you, IIM Kozhikode, on literary dedications. To which writer did R.K. Narayan dedicate his novel The Man-Eater of Malgudi?
Graham Greene.
That is correct. 5 points. Next. Which batsman dedicated a book to those cricketers who could not be my idols in print?
Sunil Gavaskar.
That is correct. Next. Which book by Salman Rushdie carries a dedication to his son Zafar in the form of an acrostic poem beginning with the lines Zembla, Zenda, Xanadu?
The Ground Beneath Her Feet.
No, it's Haroun and the Sea of Stories, which is a children's fable, beautifully written book. And so you are now at 75, IIM Kozhikode. Time perhaps for another cycle of questions before the break. Here's the next starter for 10. Which international educational institution gives the title of Institute Professor to a very limited number of its faculty who have an extraordinary record of achievement? Chitra from Bits Pilani.
Is it MIT?
That is correct. 10 points to you. It's the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, or MIT, Chitra. You get your team 3 bonus questions. And the theme is Allied Special Forces in the Second World War. Which penetration force, officially called the 3rd Indian Infantry Division, was formed in Jhansi in 1942 to operate behind Japanese lines in Burma and took their name from the Burmese mythical beast, Chintay?
Pass.
It's the fabled Chindits from Chintay, which is a winged lion. Next. The popular television program Who Dares Wins shares its title with the motto of which legendary Second World War Special Forces unit active in North Africa?
The Desert Rats?
No, it's the SAS, or Special Air Service. Next. According to the tradition of the Royal Marine Commandos dating back to the Second World War, what headgear are they entitled to wear on passing the Special Forces course?
Turbans?
No, it's not. It's the Green Berets. Something which they share with the Americans as well. It's the Green Berets. So, time for another starter. By what generic name are cheap magazines published on low-quality paper? Aparajit from Bits Pilani.
Tabloids.
That is incorrect. 5 points docked off because you went for it prematurely. On the buzzer, I'll complete the question for the other team. I am Kozhikode. By what generic name are cheap magazines published on low-quality paper known, the first of which is generally believed to be the Argosy magazine of the 1890s? Sanjeev from I am Kozhikode.
Paperbacks.
Not paperbacks either. The correct answer is pulp fiction. Next starter for 10. Which agricultural scientist, along with Dr. Norman E. Borlaug, was instrumental? It's Aparajit from Bits Pilani.
Swaminathan.
That is correct. 10 points to you. Bonus question for you, Bits Pilani, on Indian hotel chains. By what common name do we know the hotels managed by the East Indian Hotels Limited?
Welcome Group.
No, it's the Oberoi Hotel. Next. What's the name of Captain C.P. Krishnan Nayar's wife, after whom he named a chain of luxury hotels in India?
Leela.
Leela is correct. 5 points. Which chain of hotels started in India with the establishment of the Chola Sheraton at Chennai in 1975?
The ITC Welcome Group Sheraton Hotels.
Correct this time round. So 5 points to you. Well done. There we are at the halfway point. As we go into a break, this is how the scores read. Bits Pilani are at 55, just 20 points ahead at 75. In the lead, it's I am Kozhikode. We have a pretty even contest on our hands. Let's see what happens in the second half. We'll conduct that round after a very short break. Till then, stay with us. Welcome back to the second round match on the University Challenge, which we are playing between Bits Pilani and the Indian Institute of Management, Kozhikode. At this stage, I am Kozhikode, have the lead, but that's just about 20 points. And the way things have been going, it could be anybody's game. Let's find out what happens as we move on to the next starter. Open to both teams on the buzzer. Which processed food company was initially founded in 1869 in Pennsylvania by a man whose first names were Henry John, who was later to become known as the Pickle King? And it's Suraj.
Heinz.
That is correct. Heinz Company. One of the largest producers of pickles, vinegars and ketchups in the world. Suraj, you get your team 3 bonus questions on medical breakthroughs. To provide immunization against which widespread disease did Albert Calmet, a pupil of Pasteur, and Camille Guéret create a vaccine in 1908?
Tuberculosis.
That is correct. It's the BCG vaccine, Bacillus Calmette-Guerin vaccine. Next. Which member of the Indian Medical Service discovered the presence of the malarial parasite within the Anopheles mosquito in 1897?
I'd like to nominate Suraj for this.
Suraj?
Ronald Rose.
That is correct. 5 points to you. What word used to describe the treatment of diseases by chemical compounds was coined by the 1908 Nobel laureate Paul Ehrlich?
Chemotherapy.
Chemotherapy is the right answer. Right all 3 times. Well done, I am Kozhikode. You're out of 100. So I am Kozhikode have notched up their century. Bits Pilani will have to mount their challenge beginning now. Here's the next starter for 10 points. Which silvery white metal was named after the Scandinavian goddess of beauty and youth by the Swedish chemist? And it's Abhishek from I am Kozhikode.
Vanadium.
Vanadium is correct. Right answer, 10 points. Named after Vanadis, the Scandinavian goddess of beauty and youth. The name suggested by the beautiful colors of vanadium's compounds in solution. Bonus questions for you. I am Kozhikode on National Film Awards of the year 2003. On whose play is Pamela Brooks's National Award winning film Dance Like a Man based?
Rabindranath Tagore.
No, it's much more recent. It's Mahesh Dattani. It's in English and she won the National Award for the best film in English. Next, which Marathi film directed by Sandeep Sawant won the National Award for Best Feature Film for the year 2003?
I'd like to nominate Sanjeev.
Sanjeev?
For Mayor Opakyan.
Very far from the answer. It's Shwas, which is the correct answer. Next, which Hindi blockbuster bagged 3 awards, including one for Best Film on Social Issues?
Mr. and Mrs. Iyer.
No, it's Koi Mil Gaya, which is the Rakesh Roshan film with his son Hrithik Roshan and Preeti Zinta. Next set of questions have clues on the soundtrack, so it's the audio round. First one here is a starter. Who originally performed and also wrote this song?
It's getting dark, too dark to see.
Sanshaptak.
Bob Dylan. No.
Bob Dylan, knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Well done. Of course, the snatch of the version you just heard was Avril Lavigne. Bonus questions for you, Bits Pilani, on protest songs. George Michael sang this song as a protest against what?
The silence of night was
It's against intolerance to homosexuals.
No, it's a protest against the Iraq War, as a matter of fact, and that song was originally by Don McLean as part of the American Pie album. Next question. Speaking out against the killing of 13 civil rights protesters by the British troops in 1972, which Irish rock band sung this song?
It's U2.
It's U2, Sunday, Bloody Sunday, about that Bloody Sunday when troops fired on protesters in Londonderry, 30th January 1972. 5 points to you. Next question. This single released in 1969 was a protest against the Vietnam War. Which artist is the lead singer of this song?
I nominate Sansaptak to give the answer.
Sansaptak.
Is it Joan Baez?
No, it was John Lennon. And that was Give Peace a Chance. So, missed a couple of sitters over there. Let's move on to the next starter for 10 points for both teams. Which sport originated in Santa Monica in the early 1920s, became the principal sport in a French nudist camp founded in Franceville, and it's Aparajit?
Is it beach volleyball?
That is correct. It is beach volleyball. And so you get a set of bonus questions for your team, Aparajit, on assassinated premiers. Of which country was Jigme Palden Dorji the Prime Minister in 1964 when he was assassinated?
Bhutan.
Correct. 5 points. Next. First a Prime Minister and then a President. Which South Asian leader was assassinated during a military coup in 1975?
I nominate Ganesh to give the answer.
Ganesh?
It was Sheikh Mujibur Rahman.
That is correct. Another 5 points. Which Sri Lankan premier and founder of the Sri Lanka Freedom Party was assassinated by a Buddhist monk?
Okay, I nominate Aparajit to give the answer.
Aparajit?
Is it Sirimao Bandarnaike?
No, she wasn't assassinated. It was her husband, as a matter of fact, Solomon West Ridgway Dias Bandaranaike. So you get 10 points on your bonus questions there. You're at 90 bits, Pilani. I am Kozhikode at 110. We have just a little over 4 minutes left on the board. This is the last lap. Teams, fingers on the buzzer. Here's the next starter. Which geographical feature in Australia known as Uluru to the Aborigines? It's Abhishek from I am Kozhikode.
Ayers Rock.
Ayers Rock is the correct answer. Well done. 10 points. Bonus questions for you on Muslim communities of India. Which group of Muslim settlers in India of the Ismaili sect derived their name from the Gujarati word for vyavahar, that is a connotation of customary transactions?
Pass.
It's Bohra Ismaili Muslims. Next, what title did the king of Persia bestow in 1818 on the 46th Imam of the Ismaili Nizari community, Hassan Ali Shah, who thereafter migrated to India in 1839?
Aga Khan.
That is correct, 5 points. Which Sunni sect follows the Islamic thought of an austere Islamic school in northern Uttar Pradesh and also derives its name from it?
The Baha'i.
No, it's Deobandi, from Deoband. And so, next starter for 10 points. The outer protective layer of the skin is called epidermis. What is the inner living layer known? And it's Ganesh from Bits Pilani.
The dermis.
Dermis is correct, 10 points to you. Your bonus question is cricketing awards. The main transmitting centre for the BBC until 1956, which recreation centre in London first opened as the People's Palace in 1873 and hosted the inaugural ICC Awards ceremony in 2004?
Okay, the Millennium Dome.
No, it's the Alexandra Palace. Next. After whom is the ICC Player of the Year trophy awarded to Rahul Dravid in 2004 named?
I nominate Aprajit.
Aprajit?
Garfield Sobers.
Correct, 5 points. Which international leading crystal manufacturer crafted the trophies for the ICC Awards in 2004?
Swarovski.
Swarovski is the correct answer. So 10 points picked up on your bonus set there. Next starter for 10 points. Which literary arch-villain met his nemesis at the picturesque Reichenbach Falls? Yes, it's Aprajit from Bits Pilani.
Moriarty.
Professor Moriarty is the correct answer. 10 points to you. It's just 5 points separating you and about 2 minutes left on the board. Your bonus questions are on mountains of Africa. Traditionally called Mount Kiringaya by the Kikuyu tribe, which is the second highest mountain peak on the African continent?
Kilimanjaro.
No, it's Mount Kenya, as a matter of fact. Next, which mountain peak in Egypt is called Jabal Musa in Arabic?
Mount Sinai.
Correct, 5 points. Which massif in Africa has 3 principal extinct volcanoes, Kibo, Shira, and Mawenzi, and has a name that means little shining hill in Swahili?
Okay, I nominate Aprajit.
Aprajit?
The Table Mountains.
No, this time it's Kilimanjaro. Right, next starter open to both teams on the buzzer. Both teams tied 125 apiece. This could be the decider. Which alcoholic beverage's first written reference dates to 1494 when Friar John Core purchased 8 bowls of malt to make Aquavita? And it's Gaurav from IIM Kozhikode.
Is it whiskey?
Whiskey is the right answer, 10 points. Bonus questions for you, IIM Kozhikode, on names of a Hindu deity. The wife of which god is variously known to us as Kapalini, Sarvani, Tarambaki, Kalanjari, and Ishani? You have the answer?
Shiva.
Correct. 5 points. Which of Shakti's names in the Devi Mahatmya verses of the Markandeya Puran means one who has 10 arms?
Kali.
No, it's Dashbhuja. Next. Which four-armed manifestation of Shakti with a name meaning one who nurses the Jagat or world is worshipped on the 9th day of the moonlit fortnight of Kartik?
I'd like to nominate Abhishek.
Abhishek?
Jagadhari.
Jagadhatri, I'll accept that. 5 points to you. Time for another starter perhaps. Here we go. For 10 points, fingers on the buzzer. Which Indian entered the Guinness Book in 1988 when he broke Brian Milton's record of the fastest London to Ahmedabad flight in a microlight? And it's Abhishek from IIM Kozhikode.
Vijaypad Singhania.
That is correct. Another 10 points to you. Bonus questions for you, IIM Kozhikode, on a city with 3 names. Which European city was named after the king of the Greek settlers from Megara who settled here in 667 BC?
Vienna.
No, it's Byzantium. Next. Which Roman emperor chose Byzantium as his new capital as it was in the east and had a good harbor on the Bosphorus, and after having rebuilt it, renamed it after him, although it was sentimentally known as New Rome in AD 330? The answer is Emperor Constantine, but that is time, and those celebrations and embraces tell the story. At the end of the second round match, which was closely fought, Bits Pilani have 125 on the board. In the dying seconds of the match, they conceded a lead of 20 or 30, as a matter of fact, to IIM Kozhikode, who win the round with 125. Now that was a close and thrilling contest. Next week, we have another second round match. This time, it's between the Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering, Sri Perumbudur near Chennai, and the National Institute of Technology, Kozhikode. Until then, it's goodbye from Bits Pilani.
Bye.
It's goodbye from IIM Kozhikode.
Bye. Bye.
And it's goodbye from me, Siddhartha Basu. Goodbye.